Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the stimulus, but not the one you're probably thinking about, because there's the one that everybody's talking about right now, and then there's the other one, the one that isn't really being advertised too much. And it's odd because even though we have a House and a Senate and a White House controlled by Democrats, the second part of this, that stimulus, the one nobody's talking about, that's going to primarily go to Republicans. The one that everybody knows about is the $1,400 checks, the extended unemployment benefits, all of that stuff. And that's going to go to people who, through no fault of their own, they got left behind by the system, is what it boils down to. I mean, there aren't a whole lot of people out there whose investment portfolio includes a plan to deal with a massive public health issue that puts them out of work or limits their income for a pretty extended amount of time. That's not a normal thing. So a whole bunch of people, through no fault of their own, wound up in a situation where they didn't have enough food to put on the table. They couldn't make ends meet. They couldn't get a job. There was an educational barrier barring them from the new jobs that opened up, like in nursing or whatever. So they got left behind by the system, and they needed a little bit of help. That's the stimulus everybody knows about. Now, the other one, the one they're keeping quiet, is going to go to people who, because of that stimulus, acknowledge that the system is broke. That there are a whole bunch of people who get left behind through no fault of their own because of an educational barrier, because of being unable to get a job, because of their geographic location, whatever. They wind up in a situation where they can't make ends meet. They don't have enough food to put on the table. And they need a little help. They need a little assistance from the government, perhaps on a more regular basis. That second stimulus, that one nobody's talking about, that's going to go primarily to Republicans who will acknowledge this, perhaps for the first time. And hopefully it will stimulate their human decency, their compassion towards people who need a hand up every once in a while. Those people who are on SNAP. Those people who get help. Because if this year has taught us anything, it's that most people aren't as secure as they like to think they are. And that it doesn't take very long to go from being the one that is looking down on everybody to being somebody who needs a little help. It might be wise for a whole lot of people to realize this system is broke. It doesn't function. It leaves people behind all the time. And as those being left behind, as their numbers grow, you have to wonder how long it's going to be until you're in that group being left behind. Because it's not always something that's predictable. It can come out of nowhere through no fault of your own. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.